I'm sorry I didn't make a video yesterday about yesterday's assignment to take the road quiz, but it was fairly self-explanatory, I think. I hope you've done well on the road quiz. I've tried to make it as simple as possible so we can move on. I had originally planned to have you also view the film, The Road, but it's not available for rental at YouTube or Amazon. So I have decided to provide a list of apocalyptic film options, and you can choose one to write a film review about. It will be a little bit different than our first film review in that there will be a fourth paragraph where you will make some connections between the apocalypse in the film that you are viewing and the apocalypse in The Road. The connection you make is going to be kind of up to you, so read the scaffold carefully. Now, in our last film review, we generally do fine with the summary, although some of us got so carried away with giving background information about the film and the actors and so forth that we did very little summary. So I really want you to focus on summarizing your film in terms of what it's about, just a few sentences to introduce the film with the director and the main actor or something like that. And then, of course, the message. Again, many of us had difficulty stating a focused message and then explaining it with an example of the message from the film, a scene from the film to show the message. And after that, many of us also had difficulty discussing just one reaction, just one thing to write about. When one of the reasons I give you this assignment is so that you learn to write about one idea or point in a paragraph. One. Did I say one? And oftentimes I found more than one. And finally, the last paragraph, of course, is going to be making a connection between the apocalypse in The Road and the apocalypse of the film that you have chosen. There is a whole wide variety of choices. I would hope that you would choose one you have not yet seen. Maybe a few of you have seen them. And they really do vary in terms of type. No, there is no zombie apocalypse. The apocalypses in this film reflect reality a little bit more than, say, the zombie apocalypse. That said, once you have chosen your film, you need to upload proof of viewing. So you should be able to find your film at YouTube. If you find it at Netflix and you have a Netflix account, by all means watch it at Netflix or Amazon or wherever you choose to watch it, as long as there's some kind of proof of viewing that you paid for it or that you have an account or that it's rented from the library, just as long as it's not torrented. And in the announcement, I've included a slightly different scaffold, so you want to use the scaffold from the announcement page. And then finally, there is, once you have finished writing the rough draft, I want you to upload it to a discussion page where your classmates, you will read 3 of your classmates' papers. I will read your classmates' I will read all of the papers myself. My assistant will do some looking at them as well for certain specific things. And then you will be charged with writing a final draft that you will send to me for a grade. And that's how we're going to be dealing with this film. And I'm giving you 2 days to do this. I'm giving you Tuesday and Wednesday, but you can't do all of these things on Wednesday. You have to really watch the film on Tuesday and maybe even start writing your rough draft on Tuesday, finish your rough draft, get it uploaded. You may not have time to do all of the commenting. That's okay. I'll give you a little bit of extra time later for that. But it would be great if you uploaded it and then sometime on Wednesday, so with enough time that you can actually go back and comment on your classmates' papers. That would be good. And by the time you have uploaded this rough draft, I hope to have returned to you your Malcolm X rough draft, and I hope that you will have received back your NetTutor feedback. I trust that all of you have submitted your Malcolm X rough draft to NetTutor. If you haven't, you need to do that. I need to have a proof of NetTutor submission with the final draft, and I'll tell you later how to do that. So once we upload this second film review, we will be working very quickly to turn around the Malcolm X film review, Malcolm X, Frederick Douglass, Malcolm X paper into a final draft and get it to me. And then we will be ready to move on to the Laramie Project. So that's where we are, that's where it stands. We are getting close to being finished, but we still have a whole lot of work to do. And it's not just you that are working, you know. I'm here working right along with you, just as hard as you are, I think. See you online.